So in this section of the video, we're going to cover the 12 principles or 12 Agile principles. We need to understand them. So let us go through them one by one. So they're actually grouped into 4 themes: the customer, team, quality, and also improvement. So let us start with the customer and delivery. The principle for customer and delivery, the first one is we need to satisfy customer through early and continuous delivery. Remember, Agile is value driven. So the moment you start giving value to the customer, they become satisfied. Then principle number 2 is you have to welcome changing requirements even late. It's a competitive advantage. In an Agile environment, you accept changes up to the last minute. How are changes coming in? Changes can come in through the product owner. The product owner is going to accept or reject some changes. Assuming the change has been accepted, the product owner will edit into the product backlog and also refine the product backlog, prioritize the product backlog to make sure that the most valuable features, they're actually done earlier than the less valuable features. Then it also, as part of the principle, you also have to deliver working products frequently and also weeks or not months. So one of the principles of Agile methodology is you want to produce something that is a working product frequently, which means as you do the increments, the product is already working, but you put the increments to add more features, to add more user stories. Then the 4th principle is working products is the primary feature or primary measure of progress. What does that mean? In a predictive environment, you wait all the way until everything is delivered, then you give it to the customer. But in an Agile environment, you are giving the customer something that is workable, minimum viable product. Then you put increments in terms of features to that product. That also gives some confidence level into the customers and any other stakeholder in that project that we're in the right direction and definitely you are going to receive those benefits. So it's quite important that you also have a working product. Then the second category, which we are going to look at, is the team and communication. So the 5th principle we are looking at is business and delivery teams collaborate daily throughout the project. So to expand on this principle is, in an Agile environment, you normally have daily meetings. And that's what I normally follow. So when you have a daily meeting, you are involved in also the customer, you're involved in also the development team. You're agreeing on what was done yesterday. You're agreeing on what you are doing today, and you are removing impediments. Impediments could be coming from the customer side, or it could be coming from another stakeholder outside the project, or even from the development team. So that collaboration is continuous throughout the project. You also build around motivated people, give them support and trust. So this is the 6th principle. What it means is a facilitator or Agile project manager or Scrum Master, you are actually allowing the team to be self-organizing. Allow the team to decide what can be done, what needs to be done, and how they are going to do it. Allow the team to plan how to do it. You facilitate the planning. You facilitate if there are any conflicts or disagreements. You facilitate to come up with a solution. So the team must be motivated. You should always be motivating your team in an Agile environment. Then face-to-face conversations is the most effective method. I can tell you whether you're doing predictive or Agile, from my experience, face-to-face conversations are more effective than sending an email. They are more effective than sharing a document somewhere or putting a document in a SharePoint. Face-to-face gives you also the opportunity to use what is called emotional intelligence, to look at what is called emotional intelligence. You are trying to understand if people are appreciating what you are saying. So face-to-face is very important in an Agile environment. Unless it's something that is not applicable, but where it's applicable, always try to have a face-to-face discussion in an Agile environment. Then the 8th principle is Agile supports a sustainable and constant pace indefinitely. Due to sprints, customer collaboration, meetings, retrospective meetings, it makes it very easy to sustain a certain rhythm in an Agile environment, which means when you are able to understand your velocity, how many points you can deliver in a sprint, it becomes very easy that for each and every sprint backlog, you have certain items you're delivering as increments to the product. So that is what we mean that it has to be sustainable and constant pace. Then the next one we have is continuous attention to technical excellence enhances agility. So during the retrospective meeting, you have continuous assessment also on the technical excellence. You are looking at what works well, what doesn't work well. You are also looking at the do's and don'ts. So that is also very, very important. And this is under quality and simplicity category.